Alright, figure I'd do this little review real quick. So I recently started coaching wrestling. I've been wrestling myself for about 30 years, so it's not my first rodeo. These bad boys, I've been wearing these since the early 90s. So the combat speeds have always been a wrestling shoe that's my kind of go-to. Asics are always solid. I've always had a good experience with Asics. These are the Dan Gable Evos. Got the Tawas. Got the JBs. The Rudis shoes. I like the Rudis shoes. I gave each one of these a pretty hard go through. You can see I got a good amount of wear on these bad boys already. They're all pretty much at the same age, same level of work. These ones I recently got. I got all three of these. Just kind of wanted to see about branching out from the combat speeds, but overall, I was running those for a bit. The JBs, honestly, the lasting quality of them, I'm not too sure. The toe box is a little dusty on those bad boys. You can tell they're gonna kind of fall apart a little bit quicker than the others. The Dan Gables, the Asics are Asics. Asics are always going to be, ready for like a nuclear bomb drop. They're always going to be rock solid. Tawas are good. I'd say I prefer the Inflicts to the Tawas. The Freaks are good too, but I prefer the Inflicts. I really like the Rudis shoes. I really like the Rudis. I just don't know about the lasting quality of them. After running those for a bit, had to go out and buy myself another set of combat speeds, man. Combat speeds, I'm definitely going to give the nod to be, kind of my GOAT shoe. The Gables, I really like the Gables. I had a set of Gables when I was young. I rocked the Gables for Greco. For me, the Gables are the truth. It's a good freestyle shoe. The gripping on the side, I get hung up a little bit on some outside singles. They're not as good as like a traditional split sole for me. The split sole, you're always going to get a little bit more, better motion. These are, it's kind of like being like Spider-Man on the mat. You got grip for days, but, sometimes I don't want all that grip. So, I'm sure anyone that's deep in the game knows what I mean by that. The Tawas is a split sole. I really like the Tawas. The Tawas are good. Being real picky, I'm not a fan of that colorway. Definitely like a few of the other colorways better, but overall they're solid. But I regret the colorway. But definitely the JBs. The JBs, I haven't had experience with any of the others. Not a fan of it not being split sole on these. Definitely can tell on a little bit of the flex in the mid part of the shoe. Overall, good stuff though, man. If you guys have any questions or feedback, definitely drop it in the comments. But overall, fun little experience here. Let me know if you guys got any other experience with these different shoes. Definitely like the Freaks though. Freaks are kind of my honorable mention. Don't have them on the board here, but combat speeds for me all day. GOAT wrestling shoe. Bop, bop.